Hi, it's Michele Stone with Michele Stone Masterpieces. And thank you for coming to my channel and for stopping by to visit. I'm glad that you are here. I am an artist, a teacher, an art curator, and also a therapeutic art life coach. So on my channel, you will find things like classes for anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes up to an hour of classes for children, elementary school age. And you'll also find therapeutic art life practices. You'll find sometimes life hacks, like little things that can help center and ground you if you're a little stressed. And then you'll also find, because I am an art curator, you'll find different art-related exhibits. So, yeah. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free on any of the videos that I have, feel free to post them below. I'm more than willing to talk to you and answer them. So I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad that you're willing to look at this and to see what it is that I'm all about. I try to be as transparent as I possibly can and talk about different things that inspire me. I will say that my why, the reason that I do stuff is I like to inspire, encourage, and instigate people to love and appreciate art so that their lives can be happy, more enthusiastic, and more joyous. And so that's why I'm here. I actually wrote it down. So if you see me looking somewhere else, I wrote it down because it's kind of new to me. Yeah, but that's really what I'm all about, is sharing my art knowledge with you. Whatever age you are, I've taught from 4 all the way up to 104. And so it's really up to you. Yeah. So anyway, so the supplies that we'll be using today is I've got a drawing pad, it's a Canson drawing pad, mixed media. The size is 9 by 12, and I have some colored pencils, a ruler, a couple of things to draw with, draw circles with. I have my handy dandy, this is my Ovaltine can, so I use that. And then I also have just a roll of duct tape that I use for circles too, and colored pencils, regular pencil, a ruler, and I think that's about it. I don't use erasers for this. There's no need to. Progress, not perfection, right? Anyway, so we're gonna get going. Make sure you gather all of your supplies before we start, and I'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks. Okay, so here we are. I've already drawn out my circle, right? And then both of my circles, this one here and that one there. And what I'm focusing on today is Dr. Martinez is a neuroscientist. And he wrote a book a couple of years ago called the MindBody Code. And he's come up with the 3 core archetypal wounds that people have throughout all the cultures, all throughout the world. And he's also come up with those healing fields. And so right now I'm focusing on the healing fields, honor, commitment, and loyalty. And then I wanted to have a 4th one, so I decided to focus on love. So today what I've been doing is I thought about my day, and I thought, okay, in the realm of honor, commitment, loyalty, and love, what other secondary emotions have I had? And so for honor, I was accepting, not only of myself, but of others. And for my commitment, I was proactive, leaning into being proactive with things. For loyalty, anticipating just in the needs of myself and that of others. And for love, I felt comfort. I was comforting to some other friends of mine. And so the way that I got those, these are all feelings and emotions. And so the way that I got those is I pulled out, this is a list of the emotional scale that I got from Joy-Based Living, which I will put the website down below. And then also this is a list of feelings from A to Z that I kind of scanned through. They're all intermixed, whether they're pleasant feelings, unpleasant feelings. They're all intermixed in here. And then I've got another cheat sheet, so I can put both of the links to both of these in my description below. So, all right. And so what I do now is I have these 8 different emotions. So I'm going to go over here and do 4, right? And then across I'm going to do 4 more. And so in my mind, and you don't have to do this, I just like to keep it organized this way. So I'm going to do honor here and then accepting there. So then that way I do the inner circle first and then I do the outer circle next. So honor, I'm going to do loyalty, love, and then commitment. And then here on the outside of honor is accepting. And then I've got anticipate. And then I've got comforting. And proactive. All right. So those are those feelings. And okay, so now I'm going to look at my different colors. These are my colored pencils that I have here. And I'm going to look at them and kind of go back to honor. What does honor feel like to me? And so if you're new to this process, what I do is I think about this particular word, honor, and then I look and I feel into that emotion. And so when I feel into that emotion, then as I'm feeling into it, I look at my different colored pencils, and whatever color pops out to me seems like the brightest or the most attractive color at that point. That's the one that I choose. And so right now I'm looking at honor, and honor feels like, honor feels like this to me right now. This is sky blue. I'm going to put that right here. And then loyalty. Loyalty feels like, a deep purple. Yep. And love. Love actually feels like this pink right here. Okay. Commitment. What does commitment look like? Commitment looks like this color green. All right. So now I've got those. And then accepting. Accepting feels like during my Zoom meetings today, talking with the different people that I talk to, what does it feels like this light green. Whoops. Yep. And then anticipate. Anticipate feels like, wow, that's interesting. It feels like this purple. Okay. Comforting. Huh. comforting, and then proactive. I don't know. What's proactive feel like? I keep going back to, why does it feel like black? That's interesting. Okay. Whatever. That's what it feels like, so that's what I'm going with. No judgment. And so with this particular exercise, I try not to, let's leave judgment at the door. Whatever happens, happens. Your mind or your feelings are, we need to honor them. And so that's what we're doing at this point. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to color honor. And I feel like I'm going to color it a different way. I'm going to come in. Usually I go out. But I'm going to come in and then come in toward here. There we go. Yeah. And then just kind of come more and more toward the center, and then just going to fill in it right here like this. And you know what I'm actually going to do? Usually I go around, but now that I'm feeling into this honor, right now I'm going to go over to accepting, to this green color right here. And I'm going to stay in my emotion honor. And I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to have to sharpen this one. I'm going to stay in the emotion honor and feel into that second layer of accepting, whatever the accepting feels like. I think that's important for me right now, to continue with that. It's like a continuance, like a deeper level. And I'm actually going to say, usually, I don't know if you've watched other videos, but usually I don't stay inside the lines. I'm not an inside the lines kind of person. Never really have been. And I'm all right with that. But this particular time, it feels important for me to like stay focused and accepting of staying right here. And that right there, my friends, is called the body breath. So that's a good thing. All right. So now I'm going to go over to my loyalty. And this is when I'm thinking loyalty, this is loyalty to myself and to who I am as a person, to my own intrinsic value, to my place in the world, whatever that looks like, and to my needs, getting my needs met. And then I'm going to go into anticipate, which is this purple. Yeah, so then anticipating my own needs, that would be important. And for me, that's things like, you know, getting enough sleep, eating good food, being mindful of the different activities I partake of. Also, who I talk to, who I associate with. Those are all important things that help keep me balanced, help keep me focused on my needs. And so therefore, when my needs are met, I can meet other people's needs, people with inside my circle. So, all right, so there's that. Love. Love, the love, love. I love the love. So anyway, so I'm going to like lean into my feelings of love and what that feels like for me. Again, these are things that are important. There's a phrase in Tibetan Buddhism, excuse me, in Buddhism called sagwa. And sagwa is another word for inclusive, it's actually the word for inclusive compassion. And what the Buddhists believe is that if you have compassion for someone else, that your compassion is not complete unless you have compassion for yourself. And so love and comforting. So now I'm going to go here. And so anyway, so whenever I'm thinking about being compassionate towards someone, I have to always remember that it's important, just as important, to have compassion toward myself as it is to have compassion toward that other person. So that's what this is all about. And I am still staying in my space. I'm all right with that. You know what? This is giving me an opportunity to like really come back over and get all the little nooks and crannies, as I tell the kids. All right, and then commitment. Commitment is a good one. Commitment is the opposite of abandonment, according to Martinez. And so when you're committed, going back to being committed for yourself. Oops. I'm coloring so hard that it's pushing the pencil out of the other side. That's when you know you're really getting into it, right? Yeah. All right. So there we go. So we've got commitment and then being proactive. And so I'm almost there. Being proactive about things in your life, about things that are important to you. Again, taking care of yourself. So these are just like, you know, we all have emotions, and what we do with them is really important. And so if you afford yourself the opportunity to actually feel the emotions, a lot of people don't tune into them or suppress them. And then when you suppress feelings, it actually affects the rest of your life too. It just doesn't just suppress, because if you suppress one emotion, then the opposite of that is going to be suppressed as well. So there we go. So we've got honor and accepting, loyalty and anticipation, love and comforting, commitment and proactive. So I thank you for being part of this this video with me today. If you like what you saw, I offer to you to go ahead and subscribe. And then, you know, if you'd like to also hit the bell, then the bell will let you know whenever I post new videos. And so one of the things that I like to say quite often is I think about art as though it helps clean the residue. You know, like you have the residue in the sink when you're doing the dishes. I know that everybody does the dishes. And so if you go ahead and like you clean out the residue of the sink, then the sink is clean. And so in my mind, if you do one of these emotional color wheels every day, especially like if you're doing like the different layers, then it's definitely going to help you clean those emotional that emotional residue. And so what I like to say is color the residue of your day away. So I look forward to, I hope to see you again in the next video, and have a great day. Thank you.